Hello, my name is Bahulufele Precious Manyani if you're seeing me for the first time. And my heart is to empower people financially in order for people to be able to earn a living without having to compromise time with family. So I'm so happy that you have joined me today. If you are here for the first time, I want you to work the subscription button so that you do not miss any videos coming up that's going to teach you how to be financially free. And if you're watching this from whatever platform, you can always hit the like button or the subscription button. And if you want to be doing this for your business, whether it's network marketing or any niche of business, you're more than welcome to also find any link, the link that is associated with that below this video or above this video, wherever it is that you're watching this from, and I will get in touch with you so I can teach you and show you how you can do the same for your business as well and be able to reach your audience, much quicker from the comfort of your own home. Okay. So if you're wondering who I am and what we are here for and what I do, I am an entrepreneur. Okay. I didn't start off knowing what kind of business I'm going to go into. In fact, I actually didn't even know that the job that I got into in 2010 was going to lead me into business. So I'm still full-time employed by the DoD, and I'm doing my business part-time. And that's why I'm here. I would like to help people like me who are in the same situation as me, who want to quit the 9 to 5 or who want more out of life and who believe that, through taking on more opportunities, you can be able to achieve that financial freedom. And not only that, but generational inheritance as well. So, like I said, I am Bawal Philip Precious Mayani. I'm the founder of Precious Worx, as you can see the Precious Worx logo there. And today I'm going to share with you what Longrich has to offer. And without wasting any time, why you are here is because you are going to learn about the company background, where Longrich comes from and where Longrich is going. You are also going to, learn about how does the company generate its revenue. I'm going to teach you or share with you the business structure of our business. This is not the kind of business where a business plan is required from you to be able to run the business. Of course, you need to sit down and strategize and think about how you're going to expand your business. But we already have a structure that has been specifically designed to help you succeed. And from that structure stems a compensation plan. Oh my goodness, I like this compensation plan so much because it's fair, it's very generous, and I'm going to show you as well. I think one of the major objectives of this video is to share with you how you can start earning as soon as the following week. Should you, find that the opportunity I have to share with you is what you want, you become a member of Longrich at the end of this video. I can tell you now to implement what you need to implement. Of course, this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? And it requires work. That's one thing I want you to know. It requires commitment. So if you're watching this video and you're looking at ways as to how can you increase your income, how can you multiply your income sources, I would really encourage you to, know what to expect and what will be required of you in order for you to achieve what I'm going to share with you. But you don't need to worry because you have people like myself who are going to teach you all the strategies that I know that I have implemented, that have worked. And I'm calling people to, also feel free and share whatever ideas that, I don't want to come from a position of Miss Know It All. I always want to learn from what the team has to offer, especially new people and new ideas, and that's how we can benefit each other and grow. And I think one of the things that attracted me to network marketing is that you are allowed to be yourself and you're allowed to explore the business according to what suits you. You don't necessarily need to follow a specific model and be limited to your job description. Okay, so it can get a little bit more demanding, than just running or participating in one role. Like for example, you'll be required to be your own marketer. You will be doing your own sales. You will be doing your own financial management, planning and strategizing. and all of that stuff. But man, oh boy, you grow. Okay, if there's one thing that I like network marketing for is that I have grown so much since I joined the industry, and not only in the area of finances, but as a person, you did a lot, it sort of like helps you to realize the areas of improvement and how to go about improving as an individual and upskilling your skills. All right. So without any further ado, I'm just going to, I think, go straight right into it. I think my computer is, all right, awesome. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Look at this. You know, when I see this statement here, active salary, the definition of that is an active salary is a salary that stops when you stop working. And if you are watching this video and you are employed, irrespective of what your income bracket is, in fact, most people are earning peanuts. I'm sorry to say it, but we are sitting with a situation where salaries are just not enough anymore. I don't even think there was ever a point where a salary was enough. So, the statistics of unemployed, first of all, are shocking and heartbreaking, to see that there are people who are qualified. I mean, there is this model that we have been taught to follow. Go to school, go to university, get a job, pay bills, until you retire, and you teach your children to do the same. I'm definitely all for going to school. But how about if we went to school with a different objective? How about if we went to school not to be employed, but to be the employer? How about we went to school to study what we are passionate about so that we can be able to give back to the world without feeling like we are enslaved in some form of another. Like for example, if you are gifted in the area of cooking, there really is no need for you to go and study engineering because somebody said it pays well. You can go and study your chef course and come back and be of benefit to the community and serve people through what you love and make money, while you're doing what you love. Because at the end of the day, we want to make that money. But it's very important, very, very important, for an individual to be able to, enjoy what they're doing in the process of making money. It's not always about money, money, money. And if you are watching this video and you are thinking to yourself, but I don't have a problem with money. In fact, I think my family is, where I want them to be. The only thing is I don't get time to spend with my family. Then you are at the right place as well because I'm going to show you how you can balance time and money. Because most people have time, but they don't have money, and those who have money don't have time. So you need to be able to strike, balance somewhere in between. So we are doing away with this thing of active salary where anything happens to you tomorrow, your family is, pretty much doomed. And all they have is a life cover and, that's if you have it. Okay. So there is this thing called residual salary. You do the work once and you get paid over and over and over again. It can sound too good to be true, or you may be thinking, but what do you mean by that? I mean, how can you do the work once? What I mean by this is it doesn't mean that you will stop working or anything like that. But what I mean is the effort that you have put into getting a single client, for example, or getting a partner can actually be of benefit to you over and over and over again. And if that is the case, if one partner can pay you more than once, more than twice, more than thrice, how many partners are you going to get? So if you manage to have in your business 10 partners who are in a position to carry on with the legacy and duplicate what you have done, and they are multiplying and growing, and you are getting dividends or percentages or getting paid over and over and over again from securing them that one time. How much do you think you are going to get, and how many more people are you going to keep on bringing into your business and partnering? You know, the nice thing about this kind of this nature of business is that it's not selfish. You are not here only for personal gain, but you are here also to develop other people. My heart in doing this is to see you develop, because it is through your development that I can also be able to see results in my own life. So if you're a person who is constantly looking at ways of how you can benefit other people and change other people's lives, I would recommend that you become part of this kind of a business so that you can be able to touch lives. I mean, we are doing away with depending on the government. You know, we are doing away with waiting to be employed by someone through your qualifications. We are doing away with working until retirement. You know, this is a platform where you can generate capital for that dream business that you want to have, because in most cases, businesses require capital. So, you know, you can get into the business for whatever reasons, and you'll find that this business opens doors to other businesses as well. So without any waste of time, the company background is basically what Longrich is about and how we generate money. And the building that you see there is the manufacturing facility of Longrich. Longrich is a bioscience company that manufactures, you know, health cosmetic products as well, health and cosmetic products. And you know, cosmetic, I'm talking about skincare, you know, beauty care, beauty products, and so forth. And it is located in Jiangsu, which is in Shanghai province in China. That's where it was founded in 1986. So that means the track record of more than 30 years. So we're not talking about a company that just started yesterday and, you know, what if it, you know, collapses tomorrow? We are talking about a track record of 30 years. And before they even launched into the network marketing sector, they were already well established and stable. So you can rest assured that the 30-year track record has got your back. Okay, that is like the stability of the business. And here is the founder of the Longrich business, and he says, Mr. Jujue, he says everyone has dreamed of success, but many have eventually failed because they cannot find a good platform for their career. You know, you can tell me if this sounds something like what you've been through. And Longrich provides exactly such a platform for thousands of dreams. So you need to be, you know, a person who has not only dreamt but has goals as to what you want to achieve in life and when you want to achieve them. So these dreamers, or you know, visionaries who are bound to succeed as long as they turn those dreams into persistent pursuit. So, you know, one thing I know that distinguishes successful people, especially entrepreneurs, you know, from the rest, is their ability to pursue what they want persistently. So, you know, this world, it's very unlikely that one would achieve anything without pursuing it. So that's basically what he means by that. And, you know, he's the man behind the vision of Longrich. And talking about the track record of 30 years and vision, I don't know if you recognize any of these brands here. There's Adidas, there's Unilever, there's Nestle, there's Walmart, you know, Coty. These are brands that are in our homes, you know, that we have been using for many, many years. If you're a mother, you know Nestle. That's, you know, if you're a mother, you know Unilever. If you're a gentleman, you know Adidas perfume. You have used it. You know, it was only after I became a member of Longrich that I realized that I had actually been using Longrich products without even realizing. And over the 30-year track record, they have, you know, manufactured products for Unilever, Nestle, and all these brands that you see here, meaning they have been an OEM. OEM meaning original equipment manufacturer. So what they used to do was trade, you know, an original product for money to a certain brand, and all the other brand, what the other brand did was to put their name on the product and bring it to the consumer. So, I mean, the consumer doesn't really care who manufactured the product, so long as they're happy with the product. But my point with that is they have been in the manufacturing sector for so long, and what they decided to do was open up business to the public, not only do business with your big brands, but also do business with us. And that's why I'm here today, because there is a brand that bears the Longrich name. And that brand has enabled me to partner with the company and bring the good news to you of partnership, of possibilities of partnership, and show you how you can benefit and monetize that for yourself and your loved ones, okay? So the nice thing about this is that it is already established globally. I mean, it's already operating in over 180 countries around the world, meaning that it doesn't matter where you're watching this from right now. You can build your business in any country, especially using social media and the strategies I'm going to share with you on how you can establish your business in any country, even if you don't speak their language. Okay. So, and if if you are in a specific city and you want to build your business in another city, you will obviously implement the same strategy. So, there are distribution and operational centers all over the world, okay? And Longrich employs over 12,000 engineers and scientists, apart from your other laymen, kind of employment responsibilities. There are professionals that have been employed by the company, including researchers, okay? And we also have research and development centers in 3 continents, that is Japan, USA, France, and the fourth one is actually four. I just need to update that. The fourth one is Africa. We have Research and Development Center in Africa in Nigeria, which is going to be launched in May this year. By the way, this video is shot in February 2019. So in May 2019, the Nigerian Research and Development Center is going to be launched. And guess what? The next one is going to be in South Africa. So that's what in the plans in the Southern African region. We are going to have our own research and development facility as well. So as you can see that the company already has plans of growth and development. And obviously that is due to the demand, okay? The company wouldn't be doing this if the demand was low. So coming to the product ranges that the company has to offer, what kind of products are these and how relevant are they to you? If we start from the bottom left, going, clockwise, you will see that we have a natural healthcare range. So meaning that for, your health challenges, what the company has done is made a research and put together health products that, are naturally manufactured, like from your natural plants and, to come up with supplements that can boost the function of the body. These are in no way intended to heal any diseases. Okay, they are not medication. However, they have been, found to decrease the symptoms of some diseases, and even to a point where the symptoms are not found or traced anymore. So I am not a doctor, and I'm not here to tell you that our products are medication or that they heal. However, they do have, they can have an incline in your health benefits. All right. And we also have energy healthcare range, meaning that the company has products that have the benefit of, delivering health benefits in the energy side of things. So if we look at the blue circle there, next to the circle, there is pots, there is shoes, and there's also this cup here. I will go into detail with regards to this. We have women care. I love, 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 love this. Category. We also have personal care. This one is basically your toiletry range, from your toothpaste to lotion to roll on, and we have cosmetics as well. This is basically for women. So if you're a gentleman, we do use toiletry. So these are not entirely for women. That's the mistake that gentlemen often make. So on the issue of products, these two are the most loved, especially in the Southern African region. We have been exposed to a certain amount of products. Okay, Longrich has more than 2,000 products. So far we have been exposed to a certain range, and this is part of that range. And these two are really, really popular in that people were able to benefit from these products, and they just coming back for more. And you know that a happy customer is the best marketer. So what we have here is the Longrich Pie Cup. Like I said, it looks like this. It looks like a flask, but it's actually what I call a mobile filter. All right, because you will be filterizing your water. It turns water from acidic to alkaline. So That means that, if there is any acid in your body, you can basically just drink water from this cup, tap water, still water from the bottle. It really doesn't matter. So long as you're drinking water, you can have the benefits of this. And just you can see, if you can just go on Google and just check the benefits of alkaline water, you will see so many benefits. And what a better way to get, it's not always possible to access alkaline water, but now you can have it right in your hand, and you can walk around with it and go wherever you want with it. And here are the health benefits on the side here of what this alkaline bottle can do for you. And ladies, these are products that you must have. Okay, these are basically sanitary pads and panty liners. We have the heavy flow there at the bottom, the purple one. The blue one is the normal flow. The pink one is the light flow, and the green one is the panty liner. So what I have found to be my experience with these is that they remain dry for longer. And I used to have hectic period pains, lying on the couch literally for 2 days. I've had to take off, from work because of that. And 6 months after using these, I don't have period pains anymore. So that is from my own personal experience. Imagine what these things can do for you. And what I have experienced from other people as well, other ladies that I have been able to share the tests with, they always come back with testimonies of how they were able to benefit from these. And the reported experiences where have been, you know um, elimination of period pains or reduced period pains, and a shorter cycle. A lady came to me and said her cycle is usually 7 days, but after using these pads, it went from 7 to 4 days. So that is also a significant change right there. And they also eliminate bacteria. I don't know. Let me just see here. So it's actually not in the next slide. So in terms of bacteria, they are also very breathable, because I don't know if you knew, but most of the sanitary towels or sanitary napkins that you find from the stores are actually, recycled and bleached with dioxide. And that industrial bleach is not good for a woman's system. So you want to have something that hasn't been recycled, number one. You want to have something that hasn't been manufactured from plastic as well. And these are made from cotton, pure cotton. And you also want to have something that will not compromise your comfort. I mean, the absorption of this is off the charts. So I can't overemphasize. I think each and every woman in the whole world needs to have a packet of this. They need to be using these sanitary napkins on a regular basis, okay, including our panty liners. If you are maybe at some point in your life where you are on birth control, or you've hit some stage in your life where you're not really experiencing your period regularly, like menopause, whatever the case may be, you can still benefit from the health benefits of our sanitary napkins through the panty liners. So without taking longer on that favorite product of mine, let me carry on to our SOD cream. Is made out of sheep placenta and milk. Imagine that combination is really so supple on the skin. It causes the skin to be supple, and is also an anti-aging as well, especially because of the placenta. So this is a lotion for the whole family, for the whole body. And then we have, of course, the body wash. Before you apply the lotion, you need to wash your body. I love this body wash because it's very good on odor. So if you're a sportsman and you sweat a lot and you want to deal with odor, or for whatever reason, there is, the body has its own odor. So this is definitely what I recommend for you to bath with. We have roll on. We also have bamboo and charcoal whitening soap. This combination on its own, bamboo and charcoal, it's thoroughly cleansing. It has made the soap to be thoroughly cleansing. I like the way it cleanses my skin. The other day I wanted to remove my makeup, and I took another soap, okay, brand X, and I washed my face with um, that brand X. And there was still makeup remaining on my face, and I was quite disappointed. But with this one, It cleanses you thoroughly. It's also antiviral and antifungal. So you want to have something of this nature. So that wraps up a little bit about the popular products that we have. We also have toothpaste that is fluoride free. So I just have to mention that one as well. And a wide range of products. That is just some of the products that we have. We have more in our range. All right. So coming to the compensation plan, how can you benefit? How does it tie together? From a company that comes from China, it's been around for 30 years, manufacturing health and beauty products, and how do you monetize that? So if you are currently employed, you can do the business part-time like myself. If you are not employed, you don't have to look any further for employment because of the potential that this thing, holds, provided you implement what I'm going to share with you now. All right, so it's entirely up to you. You can start off part-time and eventually be doing the business full-time. So if we look at this, um, this is very heartbreaking for me because the petrol price increases as fast as that animal can run, as opposed to the animals that you see here. This is a reality. Okay, inflation should have been here somewhere, but anyway, it affects. It is all of these are as a result of that anyway. And look at the gold price also quite fast there. The vegetable price is obviously affected by the petrol price. It will also, hop its way to the top. What about electricity and phone bills? They don't stop, um, you know, growing. And at the same time, the salary is like running, but getting nowhere slowly. So you want to be able to catch up. How can you catch up with the daily demands of life? How can you catch up with your financial needs and wants? How do you get to a point where you are living above your needs and your wants are also pretty much taken care of and you're actually living a lifestyle of your choice? I mean, don't you think you deserve more in life than what your, um, you know, employer has to offer you? My spiritual leader always says, it doesn't matter what they're giving you, a job can't afford you. So I'm here to tell you the same as well today, that you can actually benefit much more from, this opportunity, provided you know what to do and how to do it. Okay. So what I have here is the different entry levels as to how do you start your business with Longrich. You can start your business with from as little as 1,500. We have packages that the company has put together, and we call that package a rich pack. So if you start your business with 1,500 today, I want you to look at the top here. You will acquire a certain position, and the company will give you the terminology here. PV means product value. In simple terms, we can say points. And then, of course, there's the amount that is required would have been that 1,500 that you started with. This is the amount that is represented here is the amount that you would have started your business with. Okay, this is your capital. So there are different options of starting your business. And earnings is the bracket of earning for one bonus. Okay, one of the bonuses will be a bracket of between 8% and 12%. All right, so if we start looking at it from the Q silver position, you are required to have an investment or capital of 1,500 for you to acquire the level of Q silver, and that will give you 6 points, and it will qualify you to earn 8% of your performance bonus. Like I said, that's one of your weekly bonuses. On a weekly basis, you qualify to earn 3 bonuses. Performance bonus is one of them, and it will be calculated on the percentage that you qualified for based on your level of entry. I hope that makes sense. All right, I don't want to lose you there. And then secondly, we have the silver level where you will receive 240 points and from an investment of 4,000 rand, and that will be also an 8% performance bonus. We also have a 10% performance bonus there for 11,000 of investment, and that will be 720 points that the company is going to give you. And where do these points come from, and what is their significance? I will tell you now where they come from and what is their significance, and that will give you the position of gold membership. And for the position of platinum VIP membership, you will acquire 1,680 points from an investment of 27,000 rand, and that will give you the highest income potential of 20% for the performance bonus. Now, what is the significance of these PVs? Each product from the products that I just explained to you now has a product value. That's why we are saying PV, product value. So they have a point system. Longrich operates on a point system. In this business, it's not about showing up to work and getting paid at the end of the month. In this business, it's all about recording PVs. The more PVs you have, the more points you have, the more your income will be at the end of the week. So if you start your business with 1,500, it means you have a smaller amount of product. That's why a collective of that will give you 60 points as opposed to the person who started their business with a larger amount, a larger investment of 27,000. They will receive a bigger amount of points because they have collected, or they are going to receive much more products, which collectively make more product value points, if you know what I mean. Okay. Now, there is a promotion that's running at the moment that if you start your business with 2,500, you will benefit 12%, which is the benefit of the highest investor. Although you will not have the title of VIP, which has its own benefits, you will have the benefit of 12%, meaning you can always upgrade from Q Silver to Platinum VIP at your own pace, while enjoying the 12% highest income bracket for performance bonus. So I hope that makes sense. The promotion gives you 120 PV minimum. It can even go up to 150, 160 points, okay, depending on the kind of products you choose. The same goes with all these levels. This is an average, even minimum. It depends on the kind of products that you choose for this kind of investment. So for 2,500, you will get 120 points and you will qualify for the 12% performance bonus. So you can start your business with 1,500 definitely, and you will qualify for 8% of performance bonus. But why start at 8% if you can start at 12%? And sorry about that. If you can start at 12%, or rather at 2,500 and be aiming 12%, the difference is 4%. So the choice is yours. You decide what you can manage at the moment and how much you would like to earn. So I hope that makes sense. And where this money is going, it is free. Let me just make this clear. Longrich has no membership or registration fees whatsoever. So you can be captured onto the system of Longrich even if you haven't made an investment. However, you will only be open for business if from the moment you have purchased a minimum of 60 points worth of products. Okay, I want us to get that. If your intention is to build business, I would recommend that you make an investment of 60 points, which is equivalent to 1,500 and above, because it won't help to have you in the system and you are not building business unless if you want to buy at a discounted price, which is a completely different story. Then you can just buy for the amount that you want to get your products for. Obviously contact the person who has, told you about this business, and they will be able to assist you further. All right. So now you're going to receive products. With this money, you're going to receive products that are worth the value that you have started with. Like I said, for 1,500, even for 2,500, for any amount, if you start with 1.5, you get what we call the rich pack. Okay. If you start with 2.5, 1.5 will go towards the rich pack, and 1,000 will go to other products of your choice. If you start with 4,000, 1.5 goes towards the rich pack, and another 2.5 goes towards other products of your choice. So I hope that makes sense. And from that, you can already start generating income. Meaning that if you manage to get rid of your stock, however way, sharing with your customers and selling to them the product that you would have got and sharing the benefits of the product and they buy from you, not only will you recoup your first investment, but you will also be able to make profit from your initial sales. But that is not how you make money in network marketing. The biggest secret is multiplying and duplicating yourself and getting people who can be able to do what you have done and go and duplicate what you have done. And that shows itself and proves myself in this part of the presentation that explains the business structure of Longrich. When you start your own business, you are starting your own journey. So you will be at the top of your own structure. And I will show you the structure in real time, or in real life, how it looks like in your own, or how it's going to look like in your own business. So there you are the sponsor, and the company says you are going to build a multi-level business. That's why we call this industry as well multi-level marketing business, because it grows, in multiple layers. So in your first generation, you are allowed to have these three legs. That is your first leg, your first recruit, your second leg, your second recruit, and your third leg, your third recruit. Should you have the fourth recruit, the company says, you will have what we call a spillover. So that spillover will go on any of these legs of your choice. You can put them here, you can put them here, or you can put them there. Keeping in mind that as they come into business, they also want to bring their own three people. So if you put one person here and this person brings three people, you are already building this person's business onto the second generation. And the same here. So what I like about this structure is that it is not vertical. I mean, it is not horizontal, but vertical. And that allows for, more people to be able to help each other in developing. So I would strongly advise against people coming into the business and waiting for their sponsor to have spillovers in their business, because you miss out on some bonuses to build your business that way. However, if we all build this as a team, the benefits are unlimited and growth is inevitable. So meaning that you will have your first three generation, or your first generation as your first three recruits there, and the more people you have, you are not limited to three. If you have 100 people that you would like to bring into business, we sit down, we draw your structure, we see who are going to be your first three, who are going to be in your second generation, which are the 9 people that you see here. And from here, they need to have their three in their own businesses. So meaning in the third generation, you will have about 27 people. In your fourth generation, you will have about 81 people, and it continues like that. So there is absolutely no way that your business will not grow. There is absolutely no way that you will not see the results. Okay, so that's how your business is going to grow. I am so excited. And remember, how you are going to get promoted and how you are going to get paid is through the accumulation of points. It's through the accumulation of PVs. So we always want to encourage you to know that it's not about the amount or the number of people that you have, but it's about the number of investment that they made, which then translates to the number of points that they're going to have. And there are also just a couple of terms that I'm going to explain to you now as to how do you qualify to get your weekly bonuses on a weekly basis. What qualifies you to earn weekly? All right, remember I said provided you implement what I'm going to share with you now. So going back to the structure, in your first generation, you might find that one of the legs came into the business with platinum VIP. Maybe another one came with silver, another one with this promotion. You never know. But at the end of the day, you have these partners here, and what you always want to do is have a balance in points. Okay, not a balance in the number of people who are in your business. So if you have this person here and this person is developing faster, then you can focus on the other ones and see if you can develop these other legs so that they can catch up. Because it's very important that you have at least 2 active legs in your business. By active, I mean there will be points recorded on one side and other points recorded on the other side, meaning that your business has activity of people joining your business, people partnering with you on a weekly basis, new activity in your business, making it possible for you to grow and multiply. And if you can have activity in all these 3 legs, it means your business is healthy, your business is balanced, it means you know what you're doing in your business, and the rewards thereof are going to be satisfactory and rewarding. Okay, so we have different bonuses in this business, like I have been talking about many. The bonuses that we have, firstly, is performance bonus. Performance bonus is dependent on, like I said, if you check here on the far left, or is it the far right? On the far right is, it depends on your entry level. We have already dissected this one, that talks about 8% to 12%, depending on how much you partnered with the company from the beginning. And then we have development bonus is a standard rate of a flat 10% of the performance bonus. That is the second bonus that you are going to get weekly on top of the performance bonus. The third bonus that you are going to get on a weekly basis is the leadership bonus. Now, when your team gets paid, you also get paid even more. So this is a standard rate of 10% to 45%, depending on the ranking that you are in. Okay, so I will explain the leadership bonus just now so that you can be able to see the potential of 10% to 45%. So now, if we talk about only these three bonuses, the first one, remember, is the performance bonus, 8% to 12%. The second one is development bonus, is flat 10% of that, performance bonus. The third one is leadership bonus, and it has a potential of 10% to 45%. Now, tell me if this is not going to make a difference in your life. If the company says this is what we have to offer you, how much are you going to invest into your business as far as effort is concerned in order to see that there is growth in your business? Because the more there is growth, the more these are going to be. So you are not limited to an agreement that was signed on contract of 10,000 per month, no matter how much you perform. This is a business of performance. You are a hard worker, you are at the right place. You are a smart worker, you are at the right place, because you are going to benefit, you're going to get what you deserve. For the first time, you're going to get it. If you have been working from 7 to 7, or you have been working 12 hours or 8 hours, 9 hours, or whatever the case may be, and you come and put that same effort into this business, I'm telling you, you know what, you're going to earn more than CEOs of most big companies. I'm not going to mention names, but I can tell you now, on a very serious note, your life is going to change. But remember, work comes before money. All right, that's what I want you to understand. Work comes before money. All right, so coming back to this retail bonus, we also have a retail bonus. This is mahala money. For the first time, I will say this is mahala money. And what I mean by that is, as you have people multiplying and growing in your business, the company says each and every person must buy a minimum of 30 points per month. 30 points is an average of 500 rand. 30 points. So if you can buy stock of 500 rand on a monthly basis for yourself, for your family, not to go and resell. So initially you started the business with some products. Now you want them again because they are finished, or you want to use the toothpaste, you want the lotion for your family, you want pets for yourself, you want supplements for yourself. 500 is not even enough, but they are saying an average of 500 a month, every member who is in Longrich. So if you are a member, right, you are the sponsor, you started your business and you maintain your business on a monthly basis with 500, and you have a number of people in your team, as they grow and multiply, you will be earning from that mahala money, from them buying toiletries from Longrich. So all you have to do is go to your city, go to your town, go on Facebook, go wherever people are, go to your church, and have those people switch from their brand X and using Longrich. We are painting the whole world, green with Longrich. And by so doing, what's going to happen is you will be making, a monthly income. The retail bonus is monthly, and it's based on the amount of stock that was bought by existing Longrich members. The other bonuses, performance bonus, development bonus, leadership bonus, are bonuses that you get for new activity that has been generated, or new points that were recorded onto the system for that particular week. But the retail bonus is for old members, okay? Old members that were able to maintain their businesses by the 30 PV or 500 on a monthly basis. And then, of course, the company says these bonuses, performance bonus, development bonus, leadership bonus, you will get into your bank account 3 weeks in areas. So if you start working this week, 3 weeks from now, you will be enjoying the benefits of performance bonus on a weekly basis, because, then the following week's income will overlap. It will just keep on overlapping, but the first income will come from the third week going forward. That's point number one. Point number 2, you can start earning from as soon as the following week after joining the business, provided you have people who partnered with you in your first week. So let's say you start the business today, and and by Sunday, because our system cuts off on Sunday, by Sunday afternoon you have a partner in the same week that you started the business with. You start your business on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or even Sunday, and on the same day you have people who are in the same week. Between Monday and Sunday you have new people who joined your business on the same week that you started your business in. What's going to happen is the following week, Friday or Saturday, depending on which bank you are using, Longrich will deposit what we call referral bonus, provided the people who joined your business and partnered with you in that particular week bought what we call the rich pack, which is the pack that the company has put together, especially if you're new in the business and you don't really know which products to buy. The company has put together a package, and we call that package a rich pack because we want you to be rich, okay? And from that, when people purchase that pack, 1,500, you will get what we call the referral bonus, and that referral bonus is a, smile bringing 450 per person. So if the company is saying for each person who joins your business with 1.5, we are giving you 450. How many people are you going to bring? You bring 10 people, that is 450 times 10, that is 4,500, just by opening the mouth and sharing the opportunity through social media, through the social network of people that you know, whether they are from church, from work, from school, wherever it is where you can find people who are looking for opportunities and who are as open-minded as you are, especially because you have been watching this opportunity presentation from beginning up until now. You are a diamond, and I applaud you for that, and I'm looking forward to working with you. So moving right along, these are the bonuses that you can make on a weekly basis. Referral bonus is also a weekly bonus that you can get even before the 3-week comes, when you are still waiting for your performance bonus and development bonus and leadership bonus. I hope that makes sense. There we go. There is our referral bonus. Once off, you will get the 450 for each person who buys the rich pack that is valued at 1,500 the following week, as soon as the following week. And that's what they put together in one of the rich packs. So in one rich pack, you have 4 toothpaste, you have 3 white tea soap, you have the hand lotion, the roll on, and of course, famous cup I was talking about. This is subject to change. For now, this is what we have. In the second rich pack, we have a box of pads that contains 18 packets, like I showed you at the product side. The pie cup is this one, the water filter, including the pads. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the leadership bonus. I've spoken about the retail bonus, spoken about the performance bonus. I hope you still remember that. I've spoken about the referral bonus, and now I'm going to tell you about another fat bonus. All right, one of the fat bonuses you can make on a weekly bonus, basis is the leadership bonus. And how it works is, if you come into business with Platinum VIP, which is the membership of 27,000 brands, automatically you qualify for 15% of this bonus, because that is going to place you at 2 diamond ranking, and you qualify for the 15%. But if you started lower than Platinum VIP and you started with gold membership of 11,000, then you will qualify for the 10% leadership bonus, because you have qualified for the 1 diamond ranking. And if you started with any investment lower than 11,000, means from the beginning you are nowhere here. You need to build your way here, and which is what most people do. Not everyone has 11,000 or 27,000 lying around anywhere. But if you do, I can still recommend that you take up that option, because it puts you at a position where you will be earning these bonuses from as soon as your first recruit. Okay, or let me say first 2 recruits that were recorded in the same week. So how you can achieve these levels and qualify for leadership bonus if you didn't start with any of the levels that rank you automatically in the beginning? You need to accumulate what we call PVs of 720 for 1 diamond at first level. You will be working with your team. So as they, as you build a team and you have people partnering with you, an accumulation of 720 PV from your own investment and their investment will qualify you for 1 diamond, and that will qualify you for 10% of leadership bonus. And for the second generation, you will qualify for 5% in addition to the 10%. All right. And that is when you achieve the second level of ranking, which is 2 diamonds, and that you qualify for after accumulation of PVs of 1,680 PVs. Okay. So for these two levels, we are looking only at accumulation. However, when you need to get to the third level and qualify for the third level of ranking, the company doesn't only require you to have accumulated 3,600 PV, but you're required to have at least 2 people come to the level where you are. So if you want to become 3 diamonds, develop 2 people in 2 different legs. As you can see, this one represents the leg 1, this one represents the leg 2, and this one represents the leg 3. So you want to have 2 diamonds in one leg and have another 2 diamonds in a different leg in any generation. It doesn't have to be one of those 3. It can be any generation in one leg and any generation in the second leg. Then that qualifies you to be what we call 3 diamonds, provided you have. So it is a balance of the 2 points plus position. When you are in 3 diamond, the company says, wait, you are now 3 diamonds and you have other 2 people coming to your level. You cannot all 3 of you be on the same level. We are going to promote you to 4 diamonds, meaning as soon as you have 2 people coming to the same level where you are, you move to the next level. Now you have 2 people coming to 3 diamonds, you will move to 4 diamonds, and that will increase your leadership bonus. So I want you to see how the level of ranking is going to increase your leadership bonus. So the higher you go, the more your leadership bonus becomes. So at 4 diamonds, you're already looking at 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is 25% of leadership bonus that you stand to make, provided you have 2, 3 diamonds, and you also have accumulated points of 15,000 PVs. And then to get to 5 diamonds, the same is required. Get 2 people who can come to 4 diamonds, and that will put you at 5 diamonds, provided you have 75,000 PV. The same with 6 diamonds, you need to have 2 5 diamonds and 225,000 PV. The game changes again when we get to 7 diamonds. The company requires that this leg that they haven't been considering all this time needs to catch up to where these other 2 legs are. This will remain the same, and what's going to be on 7 diamonds is going to be 3 5 diamonds now, and of course accumulation of points of 450,000. We have a strategy that we are using in our team on how to get you to these levels, without hassle and a waste of time, especially if your team is performing. So obviously, as you become part of us, we will share with you how we have been able to do this. And now when you get to a point where you're a star director, you have more people on the 8th generation, and the company will give you 1% of that. So this is 5% of the 7th generation, 5% of the 6th generation, 5% of the 5th generation, 5% of the 4th, and so forth. But it continues to accumulate. When you're 7 diamonds, you're looking at about 40% of leadership bonus. And when you're at the highest level here, 5-star director, you're looking at 45% of leadership bonus. Now, here is an incentive. Here's something that's very interesting. The company says now, especially this month of February 2019, if you manage to accumulate points of 1 diamond in 30 days, the company will give you 600 Rand cash. If you manage to accumulate, that is an incentive. Points of 2 diamonds in the space of a month, the company will give you 1,200 cash, over and above what you have been earning from your referral bonuses and your weekly payments. And if you achieve 3 diamonds in a space of 30 days, what you will get is 1,800 for this level, plus 1,200 for this level, plus 600 for this level, which makes it 3,600 for this level cash, plus 3,000 voucher to buy any products of your choice from the company that you can use with your family. So a 3 diamond in 1 month gives you value worth 6,600. 3,600 cash and 3,000 as a voucher to buy any products of your choice from the company. I think that deserves a round of applause. This is for people who are going to build their business with speed, people who are going to come in with numbers, It's really not difficult to get to diamond 3 in 30 days, especially if you're committed and you want to achieve it. Now, when you achieve 4 diamonds in 2 months, the company gives you what we call the cell phone incentive of 11,200. Okay, and if you achieve 5 diamonds in 4 months, the company gives you an additional what we call mini car incentive. And I'm going to share with you now how the mini car incentive, or how much it is, or actually other car incentives as well, how you can qualify for that as well. Now, if you achieve 6 diamonds in 14 months, this is where you get what we call a leadership car incentive, which is 300,000 rand cash into your bank account. You can decide what you want to do with it. You can even tell the company to redirect that money into your bond so that you can be able to pay off your house much quicker. You achieve 7 diamonds as well within the 14 months. Another 300,000 K is coming into your account in rent cash. And if you achieve 1 star director, at any given point, the company will give you 300,000 again for a house incentive. So now they have taken care of your car, which you can do anything with that money. Doesn't mean you need to buy the car. And when you get to this point, you would have made well around R1 million just from incentives, apart from what your weekly earnings are. And a 2 star director, this is where the company gives you R1 million cash for achieving the 2 star director level a year after achieving the 1 star director level. So this is possible. We've seen leaders in the Southern African region achieving this in a couple of months and getting to a point where the company is giving them R1 million into their bank account. So what I'm sharing with you here, it has happened. We have seen qualifications of all these levels and all these incentives coming into our bank account. I am currently a 5 diamond leader working towards 5 star director. The sky is not the limit. If the company has this to offer for me to achieve, this is not dependent. You know what I like about the structure? These promotions are not dependent on any HR. They are not dependent on any qualification I have. They are not dependent on any experience I have. All I need to do is meet the criteria, understand what is required of me, and deliver. And and the same with you. All you need to do is understand what is required of you and deliver. And you will see your business transcend to the next level, and you will see your life transform. And remember, if you want to achieve 7 diamonds, you need to have 5 diamonds in your team. Three 5 diamonds, meaning that there are 3 families that you have impacted to have a regular weekly income. So this cannot be selfish. So I really implore you to, take a hold of this opportunity and make sure that you see the results that you want to see. All right, so at this point, I'm sure you already know if you want, how or where you are going to build this business from. Like I said, we have online strategies that we are using for our business. I want to show you, how I see my laptop is being quite slow. All right, so the maintenance bonus that I was talking about, here's a quick example of how it can move from hundreds of rands to hundreds of thousands of rands. Okay, let's look at 30 or people doing 30 PVs. This is what is required. Okay, I spoke about the maintenance bonus extensively, but I'm glad that this slide is here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Get people buying 30 PV. Let's say it's 10 people in your team. You just recently started out and your team doesn't really have many people. The payment rate for this is 4.5%, which works out to be 13.50 per 30 PV cycle, and meaning that you will receive 135 for 10 people who maintained with their 30 PV. And if we have 100 people who maintain with their 30 PV at the same rate of payment, they're looking at 1,350 that's coming into your account that month. And if you have 1,000 people doing the maintenance, you're looking at 13,500 from just one of the bonuses. Remember, this is a monthly bonus over and above what you will be earning on a weekly basis. And if you have 10,000 people who have maintained the 30 PV at the rate of 4.5, you are looking at 125,000 rand that you stand to make in 1 month. And the following month, it can be more, it can be less, depending on the performance of the team. All right. So I spoke about cell phone incentives. I spoke about the house incentives. Longrich also, we believe in education, and not only education for yourself, but education for your children. So once you hit the star director level, the company says up to 4 of your children, qualify to go. They don't stand a chance. They qualify to go and study in China, a 5-year degree program that will be offered in, a specific language. So the first year they will be learning that language, and the other 4 years they will be acquiring a degree from China. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind my child to go and study it, because those people really, they are hard workers, and they have a great work ethic. I'm sure they are going to come back here. My children will come back here knowing how to build a TV. All right. They build TVs for a hobby. So I definitely would want my child to go and study in China. But anyway, it doesn't end there. For yourself, the company will give you an opportunity to go through an MBA program through USA. You don't need to be there physically, but you can have an accredited MBA program from USA. That is awesome, paid for by the company, so that you can be able to better serve your community, you can be able to better serve your team, and in turn share your skills and knowledge with other people and empower other people. So, I don't know the company that can do that over and above. So we have different promotions running through the year, car promos for car, for different types of incentives. And I was talking about the mini car incentive. It is 60,000 rand if you reach diamond 2. Excuse me, if you reach 5 diamond in 2 months. You know, especially if you're already in the business. Okay, and leader car incentive is 300,000 if you reach diamond 6. In 2 months if you already have an existing team. These are usually promotions that run from time to time. And for diamond 7 leader car incentive is 600,000. And in conclusion, on the issue of network marketing, Bill Gates said that if he was given a chance to start all over again, he would choose network marketing. He wouldn't choose to go and work for any employer, even though he's an employer himself at the moment. So that is the power of network marketing and the power of expansion in different parts of the world. I currently have businesses in DRC, I almost said Nairobi. That is coming up. Nairobi is in the pipeline, but it is well established in DRC, in Nigeria, in Swaziland, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, and of course in South Africa. So in Lesotho as well. I haven't been to all of these countries. The countries that I've been to, obviously, South Africa, that's where I'm coming from. I've been to Swaziland. The first time I went to Swaziland was to go and build a business with other business partners. I haven't been to Lesotho. I haven't been to Swaziland. I haven't been to Nigeria. I haven't been to DRC. So this goes to tell you that the power of network marketing. I grew up where my parents had a spaza shop. So, it was only limited to our community. But today, that seed that they planted into my life, I am able to have businesses outside the country, even if I haven't been there. So, of course, I am planning trips on going to visit these people in these different countries and developing them further. But even from where we are able to build business, and that's what network marketing is about. And Robert Kiyosaki also wrote a book about the business of the 21st century, and he really highly recommends network marketing. And he says, if you want to be financially free, you need to become a different person than you are today, and let go of whatever has held you back in the past. So if you have been procrastinating, taking opportunities, if you have been letting opportunities pass you by, if you have been involved in network marketing before and it didn't work, you can go into it again and try a different approach, because you never know when, because I believe in the industry and I know that it has the potential to change anybody's life. There isn't really any qualification needed here except for the mindset and of course the desire to succeed. So from myself to you, I really appreciate you for taking the time to hang out with me here. I want you to reach out to me from the links that are provided in this video so that you can be able to start your journey. There are links that are attached to this video, and you can also contact me on 065 158 4187 in order for you to be able to get the procedures of how to start your business in the business in your area. So I don't want you to be like this person. I want you, if this person says I want to reach there. So I know that you want to reach financial freedom. That's why I did this. But remember that you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pocket, meaning that you need to take action. And I want you to take action now. Reach out to me, email me, click on the links that are available attached to this video, at the bottom of the video, at the top of this video. Like I said, you can contact me on the South African number +2765 1584187. Until we meet again, thank you so much for being part of this. I hope you learned something. I hope you are encouraged. And I can't wait to hear your story. I can't wait to hear how your life has changed and how you have been able to impact other people's lives as well. So until we meet again, until I meet you officially, as you reach out to me, stay empowered.